and the golden voice of Neal Rhul. Sit back and relax. It's time for your daily dose of Big D energy.
Yo, what's going on, buddy? Welcome back to another episode of Big D Energy on a Friday. My name is Neal Rhul. That cat over there, NBA champion Lindsey Hunter, one of the heart and souls of the Going to Work Pistons. We got Spencer Raxer, speaking of hearts and souls. And oh, lo and behold, in the sound booth today, we got JB Smoove. Slumdog Millionaire in it right here, man. JB Smoove, I'm
What's
sorry.
up?
Well, who did you piss off to get stuck here?
I'm not too sure who. I really don't know.
You just got
Gentry.
words from above. They're like, "Hey, Smooth, yeah, you know,
You're slumming
You
today.
know.
you know," and then he just put his head down and
We're
walked
sending
to the
you
booth.
to the ghetto. In the ghetto.
Funky ghetto. No, happy to have you all with us today. Jump into that WoodwardSports.com chat thread and get it in there. Chuck Brewer says, Lindsey working on Pistons coverage with Bally Sports I saw last night. Good job, Mr. Hunter. So there you go. See?
Much appreciations.
Yep, absolutely. You'll be a part of that all season, right?
Yes, sir.
In some form or fashion.
Yes, sir.
I like it. I like it.
For this playoff berth this year.
That's Lindsey Hunter calling for it, everybody. We'll get there, though. We will get there. We got a lot of stuff to get to. Certainly it is a big football weekend. We do have Lindsey. I'm going to touch on some basketball stuff later on in the show, though. I got him here, so excuse me, because it was a topic we talked about, and I want to run it by Lindsey because he's seen the team in action. Red Wings fall last night in Spenmo. I know you were locked into that one. I was locked in to that one, and look, I walk away encouraged because there was a 1C in the building. The best player in the building was the best player in the building last night. And what are you going to do? I thought the Wings outchanced them.
Yep.
They did everything I think you want them to do, right?
Yeah, they looked good. You know, they had the defense looked good. They were good on the power play. DeBrincat looked good, obviously. All the new additions were playing their role. Sprong got a goal. DeBrincat got a goal. So you like to see that. But, yeah, it's a tough team on the road to open it up. And they fought, and I was happy with what I saw.
Now, I was too, and look, I see it right in here, Cody Ingle, no moral victories. I'm not calling it a quote-unquote moral victory. I'm just saying, like, I was encouraged with what I saw. I'm not calling it like a moral victory. Now, it's, hey, you played at the Devils, you know what the deal's going to be. They got 6 power plays. They got the best player in the building, as I said. You're up against, they were 2-1 underdog, man. Mm-hmm. So that tells you, again, maybe this is a weakness of mine. Maybe it's a strength. I don't know. But, Lindsey, I look at the betting line sometimes. It kind of gets sentiment. And if you're a 2-1 underdog in a game, you're probably going to lose that game,
Yeah,
Lindsey.
it's a good chance that you're not going to.
You're not going to win. Like that. Yeah, there is. There's a good chance. So, I'll take it. But now you're up against it. Tampa's coming in Saturday.
Yeah.
Got to get a result. You got to get something out. Yeah.
You got to get a win. You got to get that first win on the board. And it's your home game. It's your home opener. So go out there and show out. Show Tampa that their time's over. Their time's over.
That's a little aggressive.
Their time's over.
Get them out of here.
Get them out of here.
They're bums.
They're bums.
No, but we are going to get into all of it here today. The football stuff, the Lions, the Buccaneers. I did hear something, Lindsey, about the morning show. Now, Jeff Iafrate, who I'm referencing, not because I'm bringing him up, not because I want his clout or anything like that. I'm bringing it up because that's his name. And I understand, I was told that he likes Tampa in the game, or he thinks it's going to be really close, says that Baker Mayfield's good. Now, I have some breaking news on this, Lindsey. My understanding is Jeff Iafrate will be receiving an NFL MVP vote this year for the media. And he told me backstage that he, right now, if he had to vote, he would vote for Baker Mayfield as MVP. Your thoughts?
I have so many questions about this situation.
Oh, come on!
My first question is, who gave him a MVP vote?
I can't confirm that. I've heard in the streets that this is the talk. He may have an NFL MVP vote. He may not.
See, that's the
But
problem.
he may.
That's part of the problem. That's part of the problem. See, I scrolling through the social media world, you see some outrageous, outlandish things sometimes. These are one of those things. Like, You see guys.
I believe his quote to me was, I would never vote for that bum Brock Purdy. If you put Baker in that system, the results, he said the 49ers, they're 5-0. He said if you put Baker Mayfield in that game, the 49ers will be 10-0 through 5 games. That's what he told me.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
12-0.
I
15-0.
I paused to make a comment about a non-athlete because I'm sure Jeff has never played any type of sport organized in his life.
But he's got luxurious hair.
Not really an athlete.
Lindsey, he has elite hair.
Definitely has elite hair. I mean,
Yes.
hairdresser, something like that.
You ever notice, too, there's always a photographer following him around. You look at his social media, there's always some, like, candid shot of him, like, laughing behind a desk or shaking somebody's hand.
Yeah, I'm thinking, like, you know, if he tones up a little bit, he probably would go into modeling, but he doesn't have that type of structure.
He's not built
body
like that,
structure.
bro.
Yeah.
Jeff seems like a guy that played tennis in high school.
No, that's too much cutting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it would be outdoors.
Yeah.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Brandon Catt says New Jersey has one in Jack Hughes, and they do. And it's funny because yesterday I was talking about it, Spenny, about like Buffalo was locking their guys up. They won the lottery twice in 6 years. Well, one of those other lottery winners, the New Jersey Devils, got Jack Hughes.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah. Damn.
Florida Evans, man. Rest in peace. She was a real one.
Yes.
She was absolutely a real one. Jake Wagoner, Jeff is a bum. I'm not going there.
No, Jeff's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Nice guys can be bums.
That is true. It's
Yes.
not mutually exclusive. But I don't think
like
Jeff's
them,
a
though.
bum. Yeah.
Your
There
mom.
are some bums that we like.
Right. That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish I had a shot of that look on Lindsey's face right there. Rumor in the chat, your mom's favorite skater, Jeff played badminton. Cordell Walker, Jeff played chess. So, whatever.
Not really an athlete.
He was on the Quidditch team.
Quidditch. Yeah, he was on the Quidditch team. I do want to report, too, yesterday. I called it. I said I was going to do it. And very rarely, Lindsey, do people be about what they talk about. Very rarely do people deliver.
Very true.
When I think about people that delivered, Sidney Crosby, we were talking about. He was a chosen one, he delivered. LeBron James, chosen one, he delivered.
Right.
I would like to say that in that same ilk, me yesterday, in terms of avoiding Russell Wilson, I talked about it, I beat about it, I delivered. I did not watch 1 second.
Yeah.
Of Mr. Unlimited Russell Wilson on Thursday Night Football. And you know what? I am going to pat myself on the back because it looked like I picked a good one to skip, huh?
Very well done. Yeah, that game was embarrassing.
It was a hard watch.
Another great Thursday Night Football game.
Oh, it was a hard watch.
That's terrible.
The Chiefs looked bad. Russell Wilson looked worse. I mean, it was just a bad game altogether, man. I don't know, man.
And you guys are all suckers. Every single one of you. And oh, by the way, Mr. Sam Flannel, who had more fantasy points last night? Harrison Butker or Patrick Mahomes?
Ooh. I think it was Harrison Butker.
I think you're right, as a
Yeah.
matter of fact.
Yeah, Pat looked bad.
Not old Neal Rhul, though. He didn't fall for it. As Ryan says, way to go, Neal. Steven Syrett, Houston versus West Virginia. I watched the end of Houston, West Virginia.
Oh, that was
which was goated.
Yeah, that was That was a fantastic game, especially the way it ended was crazy.
It was absolutely
I
crazy.
couldn't believe it. I thought it was like, that didn't just happen, did it?
But it did.
It did.
But it did. Jack Harrington, Sam Flannel told us that Kansas City looks great.
What?
Rusty,
Today? He said that today?
I hope he didn't say that today.
Because Patrick Mahomes got bailed out again on an interception from a phantom call. So he should have had another interception.
Yeah, it's been a lot of that going on with the Chiefs. They get a lot of phantom calls, don't they?
They do. They do. Rusty Shackelford, KC defense got me 16 points. Not as much as Harrison Butker got people. So I just want that out there. The man that walks on water, that's 50 times better than Jared Goff, despite the fact he's never beaten Jared Goff. He didn't have as many fantasy points as the kicker yesterday. Again, I'm not thinking that. That's not an opinion of mine. That is factual. You can look it up.
Those are facts.
Those are absolutely.
That's the fact, Jack. Those are facts.
LFG, Chiefs' new offensive coordinator is mid for real. When do we get to have that conversation, Spenny?
Yeah, they haven't looked the same since Bieniemy left. That's for sure.
No, but I thought Bieniemy wasn't really pulling the strings.
I thought, yeah.
That's
what I was told.
That was the narrative.
That's what I was told. So I don't know.
Hey, they look real regular.
Sean Payton's going to have less wins than Nathaniel Hackett. Poetic justice.
There was a part of me, and look, in order to achieve greatness, Lindsey, you have to go through trials and tribulations.
All the time.
And last night when I achieved greatness of avoiding Russell Wilson on my television screen, I had trials and tribulations because I did want to check in on Sean Payton. I did want to see the look on Russell Wilson's face. I wanted to see all that. But I fought that urge. I stayed disciplined. I stuck to the game plan, and I rode it through, Lindsey. And I want my credit.
No, you deserve a lot of credit because I fell for the trap.
You did.
I fell for it. I thought Russ was going to cook. I thought Russ finally was going to wake up with his cooking apron on and get in the kitchen and cook us a marvelous meal. And guess what we got? Burnt effing bologna.
You got a half-frozen Salisbury steak TV dinner.
Yes.
That Russ put in the oven for 18 minutes when it was supposed to be in there for 45.
He put it in a microwave. He didn't put it in the oven.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson.
Let him cook.
I know.
He sucks.
I know.
It's bad.
And his mega extension hasn't even kicked in yet.
He is so absolutely cooked.
They can't get off him till 2025 either, unless they trade him.
The Browns, nobody's trading for that bum.
Exactly. I know.
I hate Russell Wilson. I'm a future guy. Big future guy.
Sensational.
There it is.
I don't know. I just love it. Tony D, the NFL is full of parody and mediocre teams. It's generally boring to watch. Agreed. Whenever I do this, Lindsey, I get in trouble all the time. I'm more of a college football guy. I am.
That's fine. What's wrong with that? Why do you get in trouble for
Because
that?
I go against the machine sometimes. I just will not blindly consume what they put out there on Thursday nights.
Hey,
they throw it at me, and I matrix it. I'm like, I move, and I miss it.
Look, dude, we have our own drum beat. We don't just go what everybody else does. We don't just follow the crowd.
Yes. No,
You know
I
what I
get
mean?
it. I get it. RJ Graham, love the DCFC swag. Yeah, big match. Tomorrow, 4 o'clock, TV 20, ESPN Plus. I'll be on the call. They need a result. They're 1 point out of a playoff spot. Final weekend of the regular season, so it's on.
I'm going to be in enemy territory tomorrow.
Where are you going to be?
I'm going to be in Ann Arbor. I'm going
For what?
My brothers live in Ann Arbor.
What, you going to Zingerman's to get a sandwich or something?
No,
or what?
I'm going. My brother's having a party because my sister's coming in from California, so I'm going to go there. I'm going to get absolutely as drunk as I can, so I don't have
So you can escape
I
reality.
don't have to hear all those nerds talking shit. And,
Whatever, nerds.
Yeah, so I'm just going to get as drunk as I can and have a good time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there is, but I mean, you're not going to be able to escape it because it's a huge game tomorrow.
Yeah.
Indiana's in town. Haven't they already played Indiana this year? I feel like they played Indiana
I feel
already.
like they have, yeah.
Have they not?
No, I don't think so.
JB Smooth, can we confirm?
I don't think they played them, but most of the teams they have played look like Indiana. So
Okay, well,
That's fair.
you can re-say that sentence and exchange most for all.
very true.
Yep.
And
So-
whether you want most or all of the best cannabis experience coming to your way, all you got to do is go to Dispo. Experience Dispo Romeo, a team that curates an exclusive atmosphere mixed with fresh inventory from Michigan's largest variety of products. The first ever cannabis mall of its kind is conveniently located off Van Dyke and 32 Mile Road in Romeo. Dispo Romeo is now open late until midnight every day except Sunday. Can it get any better than that? Dispo Dispensary, disposhops.com, your local cannabis plug.
Yeah, and let's talk about it. If you are going to be out there tailgating tomorrow at the Michigan game, you need to stop by Fairway Packing Company. For over 60 years, Fairway Packing Company's provided Michigan's finest. You know when you go out on a Saturday night with the missus to like a nice steak place? You know where they're getting their steak from? Fairway Packing Company. So you're eating it already when you go out to eat. The casinos do it, Michigan's best restaurants, all the hotels, Wagyu, dry-aged beef, all of it. I've had the best ribeye I ever made myself in my life from Fairway Packing Company. Experience a Fairway difference for yourself today. Visit the steak shop in Grosse Pointe Woods for grab-and-go steaks. Visit their website, fairwaypacking.com.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions Show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Hey, this is Mr. Kearney, Chief Academic Officer at Academy of Warren. I want to welcome you to the brand new field house. The state-of-the-art facility has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, soccer field. It can be used for 7-on-7 football. Our K-8 academic features AM, PM, latchkey, small classroom sizes, Learning Street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Holton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, K-8 athletics, and more. Enroll today at academywarren.net.
Join Woodward Sports and Long Drink live this Sunday for the official Lions VIP tailgate party. Not this Sunday, but every Sunday for home games. It's at Eastern Market in Shed 5, and it's going to be a bash starting at 9:30 a.m. until game time the day of Lions home games. The official Lions tailgate is back and better than ever. How would you like to pregame it with Woodward Sports and be treated like a VIP? Food, beverages, and entertainment all included. Get your tickets online today at bullseyeeventgroup.com or win some from Woodward Sports today. Just subscribe to our YouTube, follow us on Instagram, and direct message Lions VIP for your chance to win a pair.
We are off and running here on a Friday. Neal, Rhul, Lindsey, Hunter in for D-Mac. JB Smoove is slumming it here. We got Spencer Raxter. He's slumming it every day. So that's on us. Sorry about that, brother.
Welcome to the game.
I know, but we're chopping up. It's time to get into the Detroit Lions stuff. But real quick, kind of wrapping up that general discussion. Vitriolic Carnage, which is a very aggressive name, but I haven't noticed you in here before. I appreciate you tapping into Big D Energy. Chiefs are getting dog walked out of the playoffs immediately.
Yeah.
And Vitriolic, I'm getting that feeling in my bone. There's going to be a bomb that comes in from the AFC. I'm getting that feeling.
I don't think the Chiefs win a playoff game this year. Everybody's talking about, their defense is so good. They played the Jets, the Vikings, and now the Broncos. I hope their defense looks good.
Absolutely. It better look good.
And they struggled with all three of them. They should have lost to the Jets. They lost to the Vikings by a score when Justin Jefferson got hurt.
Yeah. Let's just put it out there. The Lions broke them.
Yeah.
Week 1, the Lions broke them right out of the gate. Lindsey, you got your 49ers hat over there.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I thought I had it on.
All right, so I have a question because I was thinking about it. Lindsey, pulled that thing up for the camera. Show him what's on the back of that. He's got his name. Look at, he's got Lindsey on the back of his 49ers hat. So which my first question when I saw that was, why are there no rhinestones on it? And I have a question for a chat poll idea. You remember rhinestones on hats, right?
Yeah.
Should we bring it back? Should we bring back rhinestones on hats?
Bring rhinestones home.
Bring them home. Yes or no? Should we bring the rhinestones?
No.
Yes, we should.
No.
Lindsey, you need like a couple of maroon rhinestones and a couple gold rhinestones on there.
Do I look like Jeff Alfredi?
You need it.
No, that's something he would do.
You need it. I'm telling you.
Put rhinestones in his hair.
Bring it back. I want that back, and I want Zubaz's pants back immediately.
That's fair.
Remember
when the Tigers did that when they were good?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was dope. Wait a minute. All right, I'm gonna let the poll run out a little bit. I will. I'll let it run out, and we'll see where we're at. I did see. Coquet, rhinestones never left in this house. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Bring Zubaz home. Neal, did you check out Cartnarks? I did not. I'm going to do that this afternoon. I promise you. When I'm waiting for my son to get out of school, I'm going to fire it up.
Yeah.
Here, I'll do it right now. Set a reminder for 1:45. Check out Cartnarks on YouTube.
There we go.
All right. Phone's going to tell me to do it, so
Did you
we're
watch
in
The
there.
Boys yet?
I did not. I told you travel season's coming. I'm making a pledge to you.
Okay.
I will do it during college. Lindsey, you know how this works. College basketball season.
Yes, sir.
You got time sometimes.
Yep.
All right, let's get into it. Lions. People want breakaway pants back. Were you a big breakaway pants tearaways?
Oh yeah. Love the tearaway pants.
Tearaway pants were on point.
Yeah.
Dude, I never owned any of that.
The buttons down the sides of the Adidas track pants. Oh, that was
You had them in the league, Lindsey.
Yeah, but not personally. Like, I got them from the team, but I never had them personally.
You never said, man, I like these when you're sitting on the bench?
No, it wasn't a thing for me.
Really?
Why the hell would I want to tear my pants off?
You did when you were going in the game? And there's times you want to.
Sometimes, you never know when the moment's going to strike.
You got to be ready to go.
Sometimes you just got to rip the pants off. You know what else I used to have are the pants that you could unzip the bottom of the legs to make shorts. Had a couple pairs of those.
I've never had those.
You look like a man that had those before in the past.
What were they called?
I don't know. They were my brothers' hand-me-downs, but I didn't get my own clothes until I was like 8th grade.
Detroit Dabber 313 civilians bought those so they could feel like athletes. Lindsey was actually an athlete, so it's different.
That's fair.
Well put.
That is fair.
That's why I take it to the street sometimes. All right, you guys, quit dicking around. All right, Lions, Buccaneers. The one that really jumps out at me, Lindsey, Sam Laporta out with a calf injury.
Yeah.
And I go to you on this. I know the sports are different, but to anybody in the world that's ever tweaked a calf muscle, pulled a calf muscle, nothing sucks more, man, does it?
Dude, you don't understand how much you use your actual calf, and especially when you pull something in it or pop something in it. Dude, it stops you from doing anything. And for him, that's, he's cutting, he's stopping, he's pivoting on that thing. I can't see him, unless it's mild, I can't see him playing.
And that's where I am with it. If you miss practice on a Thursday, right?
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens, what the word is today. If he misses practice on a Friday, he's 99% out.
Yeah.
99% out.
And you don't want to play with calves anyway, because you mess around and tear that thing, you're done.
You're done.
Yeah.
And that's where it is. So, I am concerned, and my concern level goes up day by day. And Lindsey, for this game, and I know people are calling, Lions 46-10 and all that kind of stuff. This is it's a road game in the NFL against a team that's leading their division at the quarter pole. Are they a Super Bowl threat? No, they are not. However, it is a road game in the NFL.
Yes.
Lindsey, if they survive this, I'll be impressed. If you offered me right now these next 2 road games at Tampa, at Baltimore, if you gave me a contract and said, Neal, I'll give you 1-1, I'd break your hand signing that thing.
Right. Well, the thing that's being tested right now is their depth. We talked about this in the beginning of the season. Now we're down 2 D-backs. Laporta's hurt. I mean, it is. They're stretching the depth thin as possible. So I think they still are the better team, even shorthanded, and I think they'll be able to pull it out. I don't trust, I don't trust the Buccaneers as they've been surprisingly good.
Right.
So I don't believe it's real. and I think when they get smacked in the mouth, they'll understand that they're not really real. And I think the Lions will go down there and, bomb first.
It is an interesting matchup, the Lions' offensive line against the Buccaneers' front. It is an interesting matchup. I think it's a matchup where I believe that some people around here are shortchanging the Tampa Bay defensive front. I believe that. I do.
Right.
That's not to say I don't think that the Lions' offensive line is superior. I do.
Right.
It's not to say I don't think that you can pencil in 140 yards rushing, because I do believe you can pencil in 140, because they've shown that. Once again, I always like to use my comparison. They are like your father ordering the pizza on a Friday night. There's going to be green olives and green pepper on it, and guess what? You're eating it. Whether you want to, JB Smoove, you're eating that pizza. If you're hungry, if you want to eat, you're going to eat that pizza, JB Smoove, because that's what your dad wants, and it's up to your dad. It's not up to you. I believe it's up to the Lions' offensive line. It's not up to the Buccaneers' defensive front. When push comes to shove, that's what I believe.
Yeah, and I think the Lions will be able to run on him. I think they'll be able to control the ball. The way Goff has been playing, I think he'll, utilize the receivers that are available. I'm still waiting on my guy Gibbs to have a breakout game.
He's been limited in practice also.
I know. But, he has been practicing, so that's positive. But I think they'll manufacture ways to score, and I think the defense will hold up, and they'll be fine.
And again, any win is a good win.
Dude,
any win.
Yes.
Like the people that are saying they're going to win by 30, that's not – how many teams win on the road by 30 in the NFL when you're not playing the Giants? For real. For real. It is funny, though, how that bill came due for the Giants and the Vikings.
I told you.
We all knew, Lindsey.
I kept Vikings, the Vikings. Fake. Fake news.
Yeah.
Danny Dimes. Fake news.
Coquet, they're like your father on a Friday night. They're not there. Oh, come on, Coquet. Come on, man. Come on.
Damn.
Spenny, what do you got on it, man? Like what? Because again, this is the strength. This is the strength of the Lions team. They are a dominant offensive line. They're an elite offensive line. Are you starting to get in that mode with where you're just like survive and advance?
Yeah, it is what it is. You're going on the road. These next two games are going to be tests. You're going on the road against two teams who have playoff aspirations, two teams that have very good rosters in Tampa Bay and Baltimore. And so, you played a couple cupcakes in Green Bay, in Atlanta, obviously in Carolina last week. And the first two games of the season were against good teams, against playoff hopefuls. So now you're going on the road. Now you got to show what you can do in a hostile environment against a team that has a lot of playmakers on both sides of the ball.
Right. And so, again, that's just how I see it. And that's their path to victory through all this, right? Right. And Robert Colosio said, too, and this went under the radar. Amon-Ra St. Brown's been a full participant all week long. But that's Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Right.
That's where he lives. That's a one guy. I will tell you guys this. Like, we talk about this in baseball, where I am with Torque. I would do the Acuna plan with Torque right now. I would certainly do the Acuna plan with Amon-Ra St. Brown. I'd tear up that rookie deal and do the extension for less. You know what I'm saying? Like, that dude is a pro. His body is right. He gets a little tweak here and there, ankle. That's the nature of the beast. But that guy sells out to the process.
No doubt.
And Lindsey, I'm not saying it's widespread. I'm not saying it's an issue, but when you are a young player, i.e. a rookie in this league, and you've said this to me before, if I gave today's Lindsey Hunter the ability to go back to 1993 Lindsey Hunter and tell him one thing, you said it yourself, the nutrition, the taking care of your body.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one that you would tell it.
Absolutely. And I think, especially in football, it's monumental that you have to be at your best, diet-wise, taking care of your body, because it's the inevitable. It's the inevitable in football that you're gonna get banged up. You're in like low impact car crashes every play. You know what I'm saying? So the body's not meant for that. You're gonna break down.
Well, this is surprising. WoodwardSports.com chat poll: should we bring back rhinestones on hats? 72% of the people said no.
Just as I thought.
See, I thought no would win, but I thought it'd be like 60-40 tops.
Nobody
55-40.
wants rhinestones.
JB Smoove, what if you had some green rhinestones on that hat right now? Tell me how large you'd be living.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I'm not gonna lie, but on all my hats, no. I don't want them on all my hats.
If you came in here with rhinestones on, you might as well put a red nose on
and makeup.
You're like a clown.
Just a bedazzled Woodward Sports hat? No.
Yeah,
all right. No. Station, like network poll. Lindsey says no, I say yes. Where are you, JB Smoove? Should we bring it? You say bring it back selectively.
Bring it back selectively, yes.
Where are you, Spenny?
No.
For real?
No, I'm good on rhinestones.
Man, he's not a rhinestone.
That hat would. I don't even know what that hat is, but it'd be dope with some gray rhinestones on it.
I don't even know what that is.
No, I'm good.
Come on, Spenny.
I'm good on the
Come on.
What about, where do you stand with Zubaz? You're a big dude. You like Zubaz. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, for sure. Nothing wrong with Zubaz.
Take out that drawstring even on the waist.
Oh, yeah. No rhinestones.
Let it breathe. Let it breathe. All right, the Lions IR report. I hope it doesn't need a guardian on Sunday.
No, it might. God, me either. But it might. It's not looking good. But if you need a Guardian, all you got to do is call Guardian Alarm, because Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and know a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800.
Stay out.
One more time for the people in the back. 1-800.
Stay out.
Stay out of the end zone, Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Call Guardian Alarm. Tell them Big D Energy sent you. Now let me tell you about Les Stanford. What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and offer more products to more people. That is exactly what Les Stanford did by opening Les Stanford Buick GMC, the same great service that customers have come to know and trust on Woodward Avenue, just south of 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today. Find the brand you want at lesstanford.com. Les Stanford, find new roads.
Calling all landscapers. This is Darren McCarty. I'm at Outdoor Equipment Co. How would you like to landscape like a legend? How about a bad boy zero turn? And even a chainsaw. And even a weed whipper. So register today at OutdoorEquipCo.com, and even you could have DMAC on your landscaping crew.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune in to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
Your home is your most important asset. Flexibility in the sales process is key. When you work with Mark White & Associates, you can cancel at any time, for any reason, without penalty. Speaking of flexibility, check this out. Who you work with matters. Hire the best broker in the game.
Hang out at downtown Detroit's newest sports bar. That's right, 5 Iron Golf in downtown Detroit. 13 TrackMan simulators, certified golf instructors, and most importantly, a full bar and a restaurant as well. 5 Iron Golf Leagues are up and running. You can compete nationwide for a chance to win a trip to the Dominican Republic. Bring a foursome or sign up as an individual. Whatever you want to do, you can do it that way. Go to 5irongolf.com and use code Woodward10. You'll get 30% off your league fees. Again, 5irongolf.com. Use code Woodward10 for 30% off your league fees. That's 5irongolf.com to sign up. Shout out to the people at 5 Iron Golf too. They treat us very, very well there, man. Big fans of.
I've been thinking about getting into golf.
You've been talking about it. Stop talking about it and do it, for Christ's sake. Yeah.
I've had a couple of other people that piqued my interest, and they were talking about doing it too. So
yeah.
I was like, maybe
just
I'll
be
try.
prepared. When you do it, you're going to be going all in because you're a professional athlete. Like obviously you're a competitor.
Well, if I do it, I'm going to get lessons.
And then you're going to get addicted, just so you know.
And then I'm going to keep getting lessons.
Yep. Okay. I'm just telling you, Lindsey, be ready. Our own Matt Broder sent out this tweet about Sam Laporta. This was about 12 minutes ago. Sam Laporta calf strain appears to be minor, but he's still questionable for Sunday at Tampa Bay. Head coach Dan Campbell said he was on the field for walkthroughs this morning. They'll know more as the day progresses. So that is a good sign. He was out there for walkthroughs, so that is good. It's just I'm not getting a good vibe. You know what I'm saying? I don't like this. I don't like it. But, with that being said, I'm sure that we'll see what happens, and we'll see how it all shakes out. But also, too, Matt Broder said Dan Campbell talked about Cam Sutton, said he's been a steady, reliable piece for us, somebody that you don't have to worry about. He's just dependable. So basically, he's a modern-day Lindsey Hunter.
Definitely.
Right?
There when you need them.
There when you need them. Matt Broder also goes on to say Dan Campbell was talking about the Bucs defensive linemen, which we have been discussing here, Vita Vea and Kalijah Kancey. That's a, quote, total different 1-2 punch. He emphasized Vea's ability to push the pocket with the best of them, while Kancey has dynamic rush ability that they saw when he was coming out of Pitt. So there's all that out there. And, essentially the stuff that we thought, essentially the stuff that we figured we were going to hear. Brian Branch, I guess, is trending towards playing. Is that what it is, Spenmo?
Yes. Yes, he is. Jahmyr Gibbs, they don't know because, again, it's a hamstring. They don't want to rush anything with that.
Oh, those are bad, too,
Yeah,
man.
especially for a guy that's explosive and quick.
Yes.
But Brian Branch is, if I had to put money on it, I'd say he's playing.
That's what I'm talking about. Because we're due. Look, I don't want to dismiss people. And I always thought that Baker Mayfield got kind of a raw deal around the NFL a little bit. He did win a playoff game with the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if he came here and won a playoff game.
Dude, Baker's not a bad quarterback. I don't know. I mean, he's not.
He's not elite. He's not mercurial.
No, he's not Brock
You can't
Purdy.
tell-
He's not
you
Brock
can't
Purdy
tell
or
me.
anything,
Yeah.
but he's like second tier.
Yeah, you can't tell me he's not one of the 30 best quarterbacks in the world.
Oh, easily.
You can't tell me that.
Yeah, he's right under number 15, somewhere in there.
20. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But in a league, and look, we've seen some of the quarterbacks in this league.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? There's no way that he's the worst one.
No, not even close.
Remember, too, like
I got to look up his ranking.
Baker, while he's
probably top 10 this year, for sure. He's been playing great.
Yeah, to this point, yeah. And while he cost the Lions draft positioning.
And a playoff berth.
And in the end, he cost the Lions playoff positioning by playing well.
Yeah.
When push came to shove, he cost the Lions a playoff spot by not getting the job done in Seattle.
Fucking bum.
He's 15. Ranks 15 right now.
Middle of the road, okay. Jay Singles, can we do a poll? Should we bring back public hanging? No.
Jesus.
What is wrong with this?
No.
Hey, Russ ranks 16.
Baker's better than Russ, confirmed. That's all I needed to hear.
Are we going to sit here and argue math?
Nope.
No, we are not.
15 is higher than 16.
Yes.
But this poll has Trevor Lawrence at 18.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he hasn't played too well.
Yeah, he hasn't.
He's had a couple flashes, but the Jaguars are, you never know what you're going to get.
They're like a box of chocolates.
That's why, like, at the beginning of the year, you know how everyone was trying to force feed you the Jaguars this year?
Mm-hmm.
I was like...
I liked them.
I mean, I liked them in relation to what the Jaguars have been.
I didn't like them at all.
But I don't like them like that. No. You know what I'm saying? I don't pencil them into... Like, I wasn't just saying, Otto win that division. You never know what's going to happen in that division.
Dude, Joe Burrow is 23.
Yeah, he's played like shit. He had one. His last week he had a good game.
Except when they had the back was against the wall last week, and they had to have it, and he delivered.
And he threw the ball to Jamar Chase 15 times.
Sometimes you got to go back to basics.
I mean, that's a great future song. Back to the basics. But yeah, I don't know why they wouldn't throw him the ball.
And our boy
times.
Desmond Ridder.
Is he 32?
31, baby.
Who's
Moved
32?
up. Dorian Robinson.
Oh, yeah.
DTR. Oh, remember the draft? Bring DTR home.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Those were fun days. That was a simpler time.
Danny Dimes.
38?
30.
42? 12 in the Canadian Football League.
He's trending up. 30.
Future Saskatchewan Rough Rider.
Hey, he got paid.
He did.
Good for him.
He did, man.
Not the biggest lick of all time, though. Matt Flynn is still the biggest lick of all time.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah. He didn't play a game. He got beat out by Russell Wilson.
Like, he should have had... Matt Flynn should have had, like, a bandana over the nose and the mouth.
Yeah.
And a pistol.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he should have robbed...
See?
Yeah. You know, and he should have robbed a stagecoach.
Yeah.
Like on horses. His gang, his posse should have came up on horses and pulled the stage.
I'm shocked Mac Jones. Mac Jones is 28.
Mac Jones.
Yeah. Don't act like you don't know the name. Andrew Klingerman. Branch will be huge for us in the game against these good wide receivers. And that's where I was with it. that makes me feel a ton. If Brian Branch plays, and look, I know he's a rookie, and I know I'm the king of this. Not counting on rookie parlays to hit. Not saying, our fate rests in the hands of this rookie. Because an overwhelmingly majority of the time, you're going to be disappointed if that's where you're sitting. Right, Lindsey? That's just the way it works in this league.
It is, but,
But this guy, this rookie, is different.
You have some different rookies. You have rookies that, especially when you have a solid defense around or a solid offense around a rookie that you're inserting in there, they can thrive and not have so many of those uh-oh moments that we talked about early on in the season. And that's what you're seeing. Laporta's an example of that. He has, quite honestly, he's probably been the best tight end in the NFL. Mm-hmm. Like, I can't argue that he hasn't been the overall best tight end in the NFL. You have probably...
Absolutely.
Yeah. So there are rookies that, if in the right situation, they thrive.
Right. And the right situation for you and your Detroit Lions pregame show is right here on Woodward Sports Network. The franchise, Jeff Iafrate, hosts every single Sunday with weekly special guests, 9:30 Sunday mornings. All you got to do, everybody, bust open that Woodward Sports YouTube app on your smart TV, and you're good to go all the way through game time. So Woodward Sports, we're doing Lions game day better than anybody in this town. That is fact, not opinion. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Wyatt Bear, never really hear Sutton's name. That's a good thing for a DB. And you don't, man.
Yeah.
You never hear this cat's name.
That means he's doing a hell of a job.
Yep.
I think back when Deion Sanders was playing and you never heard his name during the entire game. Mm-hmm. And then you go, oh, they didn't throw his way.
Cam Sutton's been locked down.
Right. So if you got a D-back and you're not hearing his name a lot, then he's doing a hell of a job.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. I don't know that this is the true Brandon Katz. There are many Brandon Katz imposters out there now.
I don't know.
I don't know if it is or not. Probably not, because this is a good take. Detroit has such a big lead for the division, the Lions will likely be cautious with their players earlier in the year. And you know what? That's a great point. Don't underestimate that. This start that the Lions have got off to, it's afforded them some luxuries.
No doubt.
There's no pressure. How much better does it feel right now with the Lions going into this game than if you were a Bengals fan right now? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like last week, could you imagine?
Bengals playing catch up.
Yeah.
You got to be perfect.
Yeah.
Like you do.
Yep.
And then you got to throw the ball
just
to
like
Chase
last year when you started off struggling, you had to win 9 in a row to have a possibility of making the playoffs.
Essentially you had to win, 13 in a row to get to the playoffs or whatever it was.
Right. But you said that was Brandon Katz.
We can't confirm if it's the OG Brandon Katz.
Sun shines on a dog ass every now and then.
I guess a broken clock is right twice a day.
Right.
Hey, you can be right every day by going to Big Boy. That is right. For burgers and chicken sandwiches. We know they got the best burger. They got the original best burger in the game with the Big Boy. But what about that pretzel bacon cheeseburger up there, huh? More of a chicken sandwich type of person? They have the Dolly chicken sandwich, or you can turn up the heat with the Bob's hot chicken sandwich as well. Upgrade those fries. Don't be just rolling with regular fries, all right? Don't be Patrick Mahomes this year. Upgrade those fries. Get you some Jared Goff fries, which are chili cheese fries, or loaded baked potato fries, and save room for dessert. The Reese's Chocolate Peanut Butter Thunder Cake, or satisfy your sweet tooth with the Big Boy Funnel Cake Fries. Get to Big Boy today.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests, for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Come to any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists, and register for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to win an all-expenses-paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament for you and 5 of your best buds. That's right, college basketball's most elite event. You and your 5 best friends just get to any Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut experience and automatically register to win the trip of your dreams. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot off the press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Dick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
How would you like to win a $100K Vegas getaway? Take your closest friends and live it up in the city that never sleeps. It's the Cintron Energy. Drink it and live it. Purchase a 24-pack today and enter to win. Register at drinkcintron.com/Vegas and buy Cintron at your local Meijer store. Cintron, the healthier energy drink with great taste. Look good, feel great, and be the best version of yourself with Cintron. Go to drinkcintron.com/Vegas to figure out how you can sign up to win.
Back at it. Don't act like you don't know the name. Neal, Rhul, Lindsey, Hunter, JB Smoove, and Spencer Raxter here with you, Big D Energy. Subscribe to the Big D Energy podcast if you would be so kind. iTunes, Spotify, Spreaker. How many stars, Spenny?
5 stars.
5 stars. Leave a review. Talk trash about the morning show. Those are my favorite. I like to read those. So get it in, everybody. Get it in. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Jump in there and get your thoughts out there as well. Steve-O, baby. Neal, when are we going to get some Pistons discussion? Second hour, we got you.
We got you.
We got you.
Hey, somebody's in the Woodward Sports dungeon right now, right?
Yep. He's got the dunce cap on. He's sitting in the corner for a little bit.
Go sit in the corner, cat food. I love it. I love it.
It is pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is pretty funny.
I didn't know we had that feature.
Oh yeah.
We gotta use that more.
Just put my son in timeout for a little bit.
Yes, we gotta use that more, man. That's awesome.
All right, Spenny, you want to do the nickel package or not?
Yeah, we can do the nickel package.
JB Smoove, you cool with that?
Oh yeah,
we can get that beat drop.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Let's do it, man. Let's jump in. Lions nickel package this weekend against Tampa Bay. What do you got for us, Spenmo? Dazzle me.
All right, first question of the Detroit Lions nickel package: will Jameson Williams catch more than 3 passes this week?
I think so. And look, people call me an apologist, a simp for Jameson Williams. Maybe that's true. I don't know. I think he's a talent.
We don't call it simping anymore. We call it Will Smithing.
Okay, whatever you want to call it. Again, this guy has a trait that is not replicatable. I guess if I can make up a word, because his speed is elite. And Lindsey, look, like we can do the coach thing, and we can do that college rah-rah shit thing where we say, well, we're going to bring him along slowly, and well, he's got to earn his way back. If Laporta does not play in this football game, you don't have a choice, Lindsey.
Gonna have to force feed him a little bit.
That's what I'm saying.
Gonna have to force feed him.
If the conditions are right, which they could be, they will not have a choice, Lindsey. They will have to get that man. I know you want to do it, right? I see this coaching staff working. I do. Like, you just don't want to hand stuff to people. I get that.
Right.
But at the same time, when you're up against it, you're up against it.
Yep, and he's definitely going to have more than three catches because I'm looking for him to have double-digit targets. You know,
damn.
Yeah, I think he'll have double, especially if Laporta doesn't play. You have no, like you said, you have no choice. You know, and I, you know, golf likes to take shots every now and then, and you got your guy back that you know will go get it.
Yes. And look, I know all about Khalif Raymond. I was big on Khalif Raymond this year. Took him in the last round of every fantasy draft I was in.
He had a great camp.
He did. So I'm big on Khalif Raymond. I'm just saying, you at a certain point, your hand is forced. And their hand could be forced this weekend. I would think if Laporta, do we know, is there like a betting line on it? If Laporta doesn't play, I would go in if I were the people. Yeah. I would go in. Second down.
Second down, next question of the Lions nickel package. Speaking about that, who needs to step up if Sam Laporta does not play?
I know that coaching staffs want people to work for things.
Yeah.
I know that. I understand that. But there comes a point where your hand is forced. And if Laporta can't play, then Jameson Williams becomes a target in this offense repeatedly.
Yes,
and I've been accused of being a Jameson Williams simp. I understand that. Will Smith, if you would, Lindsey. I understand that.
Damn.
But I believe that he has a trait that you cannot replicate. Elite speed.
Dude.
Elite speed. And look, I know Darius Haywood-Bay had elite speed too. I understand that.
Yeah, there's differences.
You get where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Just kind of repeat the first down here. because your hand becomes forced at that point. Lindsey, I know, like, am I giving you like a simple answer by just repeating the same things? I believe they are directly related to each other.
No, I agree with you totally. I think if Laporta doesn't play, people are saying, well, Laporta only had 3 targets last week or whatever. But when you've been as dominant as he has, he draws so much attention now, even as a rookie. Like, people want to know where he is on the field. He's drawing attention. Now you don't have that person drawing that attention, and now you need somebody else to kind of spread the ball around to. And I think with J-Mo back, you got to force feed him. You got to target him a lot.
Okay, and Katz, Neal talked up Williams all offseason. Now he's not predicting to have a big game, even with Laporta likely out. Katz, for the 100th time, dude, I always said this. He's not going to be a 100 reception guy, right? Is that fair, Spenmo? Fair. I said that all the time.
Yes.
I'm a simp for the man. He's a home run hitter.
You're a Smith for him.
He's a home run hitter.
It's not okay.
And guys, look, too, like even for the haters, like the pass he dropped in the preseason and the pass he dropped in the season, what was going to be the end result of those plays?
Touchdowns.
That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying here? Mm-hmm. Like, it's there.
Right.
It's there. Watch it. Watch it. Can't drop the ball. I understand that. I'll cut you off right now. Can't drop the football. You're a receiver. Your job is to catch the football. I get it. But even Laporta's had a couple drops this. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody has drops. Did you happen to see the Baltimore Ravens play?
Mark Andrews was putting him on the ground, man. And if I could have it, you know what? Real talk. Like, I know we're on the Laporta train right now, but right now, if you could have Andrews or Laporta right this second, Spenmo, you'd have to think about that one.
I'd have to think about it. I'd probably go with Laporta because of the rookie contract.
Okay, and that's a very Neal answer. I like
that.
I'm teaching you well. Now I'll do what the rest of the crowd does. Take the contracts out of it, even though you can't.
Probably Andrews. It's close though.
Yeah, no, it is, no doubt. You said Mark Andrews is that dude, man.
Yeah, he's very good.
He's probably the guy that's the best player in the league that never gets talked about.
Yeah,
Mark Andrews. MPWMU, yeah, but J-Mo blocks. Not this week, because the role's going to change. He'll still block, though.
He'll still block. What are you talking about? It's football, guys. They're going to run the ball. The receivers have to block. You ever watch the 49ers play?
Mm-hmm.
Even the Sun, LFG.
Devo and AU put some blocks down on the outside. Those guys can block.
Yes.
They're fit.
Yeah.
Their receivers are physical.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we do, baby.
I like AU.
You know, you guys saw the 30 for 30 on the Miami Hurricanes, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I forget which player talked about it when they were. I was talking to him about Miami football, and they're like, "Man, you're the Hurricanes, man. Even the white dudes are tough there." Yeah. Like I feel that way about the 49ers. Like even the wide receivers are physical.
Yeah, I mean,
shout out Greg Olson.
Yeah.
You say even the white dudes were tough in Miami?
That's what the guy was quoted as saying.
They were.
What was their rap song? Like 7th Floor Crew or 13th Floor?
Yeah.
Hurricanes made a rap song. What's your name, G-Reg? What you do, kid? Yeah. That's a banger.
An absolute banger.
Only knew.
Danny G. Brandon just blamed Lamar for his receivers drops. LMA. Okay, I know. I like it.
Let's move on.
Let's go on. Yep.
Next question. Recently released by the Denver Action Figures, Frank Clark is on the market. Should he be a target for the Detroit Lions? Michigan man.
Yeah, because the money's got to be right? Like, you just got released, bro. And why did you get released? Because no one wanted to give anything for you.
Right.
Like, not a pick swap, not a 7th round pick, nothing. And that was right after he took a salary restructure, took a pay cut. So let me just, again, guys, the word is out on Frank Clark right now. North side of 30. You know what? I know we love the name. I know you want to. See, this is the one time where you can say, bring him home.
Yep.
And it's true.
It is true.
So.
Yeah, but it's hard to, like, the word is out on the Denver Broncos defense in general. Right?
Sure.
So it's just hard.
Word is out on the Denver in general. Sean Payton's a fraud. Russell Wilson's cooked. It's over for the Broncos.
Wyatt Bear says Broke is the best 30 for 30. I agree. Broke is a great one, man.
Yeah, Broke is good too.
Just to see how that money slips through everybody's fingers.
But the one about, I think the other good one was, they did one in Florida too, right?
Yeah.
That was good.
The Bad Boys one is good.
Bad Boys one was
Bad
really
Boys was
good.
I like the Russian 5. That's not a 30 for 30, I
No,
don't think, but that
it's that same.
documentary is so good.
It is. Kane, Chase Young greater than Frank Clark. But again, guys, if you get Frank Clark, my guess is you're getting him on a minimum deal,
Yes,
right?
1,000%.
You're
And you
like-
don't have to give up any assets.
You don't. There's no cost of acquisition.
Mm-hmm.
They have the cap space to do it, to give a free spin. I have no problem. I have no problem taking a free spin on Frank
There's
Clark.
nothing to lose.
But you guys always run to this all the time, and you did it with the Jameson Williams thing. He does have kind of some baggage.
Heard he was an asshole.
Heard he was an asshole in the room.
Yeah.
What do you mean, asshole? Doesn't get along with his teammates?
Yeah.
Yes. So and Lindsey, with that being said, every time I talked about this, they were like, "Oh, it's not a fit. It's not a Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes guy." So just remember that. Keep it 100, everybody. I know you want to bring him home.
Not if he's going to cause discord in the locker room. You can't have that. It's the fastest way to turn your season upside down.
Yes. So, I want everybody to keep it 100. All right, here we are. 5th down.
All right, fourth down.
Fourth down,
Fourth
sorry.
question of the nickel package. Can the Lions win 13-plus games this year? I know Lindsey's saying yes. He was
I've
on
been
it for
told-
the season.
Oh, man, I've been on this mountain for how long?
It's true. You're the first.
You have.
All you Lions fans who want to call me out and say I'm not a Lions fan, they're my second team, okay? They can be my second team. I've been on the mountaintop yelling, screaming, free at last, free at last.
Thank God
Thank
Almighty.
God Almighty. We are free at last, but nobody wanted to come listen to me preach.
That is true. I can attest.
And now you want to come running home with these late season predictions and these theories that, we may go 13.
All right.
I was the one. Me.
The originator.
I
the
am
OG.
him.
Damn, I should have used that one this morning.
I said it.
I should have said that. When it comes to not watching Russell Wilson, I'm him. That would have been great. It's still aggressive. Okay, so in your scenario, they're winning every home game. That's it. That's part of it.
Yes.
They're winning every home. Okay, and I can ride with you on that.
Spenny, pull up the schedule. Let's go through this thing.
At Tampa, at the
time.
Ravens, at the Chargers, at the Saints, at the Cowboys, at the Vikings, at the Bears. You only got room for 3 more losses.
Where do I see I don't see a loss in none of those.
So they're going 15 and or they're going 17 or 16
No, they're
and 1.
not. They're going to stumble along the way, but I don't see a for sure loss in one.
Well, I don't either.
The Cowboys are frauds.
That's true.
The Chargers can't stop a nosebleed.
That is also true.
Who's quarterbacking the Saints? Me? Shit, I might as well be.
Yeah.
All right, Shawnee Mack, get on board, Neal. Sorry, I don't think they're going to go 16 and 1.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't look at the schedule and say, I don't see a loss in there anywhere.
Oh, Jarhead said Lindsey references everything against the 49ers. You're right, Jarhead. I do.
All right,
Live
5th
with
down,
it.
real quick.
5th down, final question. Will Aaron Glenn and Ben Johnson be gone next year?
One of them will book it. Is that fair?
Hey, that's what happens when you become good.
Okay, that one of them will be gone. They will. Hey, you don't be gone. Woodward Nights here. Booner and Broder, you guys know what it is. 8 to 10 p.m. every Monday through Friday. Woodward Nights, 2 of Detroit's up-and-coming sports personalities. Breaking it down. Nighttime is the right time for Booner and Broder.
Let me tell you about Swiss Insurance. Do you have football on the brain? Fall ushers in college and professional football, and this is going to be awesome. This is also the perfect time to shop for your home and auto insurance. Shop it like a pro with Swiss Insurance. They cover Woodward Sports Network, and they should be covering you too. Ask for Mark at Swiss Insurance today at swissins.com or call 248-800-4177. That's 248-800-4177 and ask for Mark. It's Swiss Insurance.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder.
Gabby is a college student struggling to study for her big exam. Then she discovered Syntron, a healthy way for her to stay awake and focus. Jennifer frequently has chaotic days like this until she gets online, orders some Syntron, and finds her groove. April visited her local grocery store, purchased a case of Syntron, and entered to win the Syntron 100K Vegas giveaway. Pick up your case of Syntron today at any Meijer location or visit drinksyntron.com/Vegas and enter for the 100K Vegas giveaway.
Need the best in Detroit sports wearables? WoodwardSports.com/shop. That is right. The Stoke Not Scared t-shirt should be the centerpiece of every Detroit sports fan. Baseball, football, basketball, hockey, even a line of Woodward golf merchandise for the golfers out there as well. WoodwardSports.com/shop. Hey, give the Spencer Raxter-inspired Jack Campbell meat missile shirt a spin. WoodwardSports.com/shop. The best in Detroit sports wearables. Keeping it pushing, pulling up on the second hour. How's it the second hour of the show already?
It's fast, dude.
Man, JB Smooth. Yeah. JB Smooth is here. Slumming it today. Spencer Raxter, that guy's Lindsey Hunter, NBA champion and stuff. My name is Neal Rhul. Happy you are with us. Jump into that WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Get your thoughts out there. We read them as you type them. Not all of them. That's not possible, but a good portion of them. JB Smooth. Let me ask you this. I'll put you on. Let me do JB Smooth like we do Parker from time to time.
Oh, boy.
Shut the hell up, JB.
All right, JB Smooth, let me ask you this.
What's up?
This show goes by a lot faster than E&E, doesn't it?
It really does.
I know it does.
I know. Time does fly. I watch you guys in the back, and I'm like, dude, it's already 1 o'clock. Like, what?
Yeah. As opposed to, on the next show, we were just sitting there, right? Come on.
Next show, going back getting lemon waters.
Yeah.
I got to go cut up those lemons, too.
You do. Hey, don't be making them so thick and pick the seeds out of there.
I got to remember that.
3 ice cubes, too, JG Smooth.
Don't be putting
just the 3?
Don't be leaving the seeds. Don't be leaving the seeds in the lemon water.
I got to remember that.
Or get your ass out of here for good. There were 2 in Ryan's lemon water yesterday. I saw it on TV.
Hey, made a mistake. That was my fault. Won't happen again.
I know it won't happen again.
Brandon Katz, shut up.
That's why he's on BDE today.
Yeah. I know it won't happen again. That's why you're here.
That's probably why. That's true,
because
too.
If it does happen again, it will never have a chance to happen again. You're out. You better look down at the ground.
I know. Like I said, it's my bad. It won't happen again, guys.
Is that a number 13 jersey you have on?
It is.
I like it.
That's my guy.
Purdy good.
No, not Brock Purdy. The real number 13.
I know.
The Magic Man.
Yeah.
My favorite hockey player of all time.
I like that Purdy 13, though.
WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Honolulu Blue Sparty. JB runs this network, Neal. You better back down. Blue Sparty, that's not me. I was being like E&E. E&E runs this network. Make no mistake.
And Jeff Ifrady.
He's the face of it.
Yeah.
But E&E runs this network to where clips are posted on the pages, everything. Just remember, we're all here to serve them, right, JB Smooth? We ended the show yesterday. They came in here with the cameraman.
Oh, yeah.
They walked through me. I think the cameraman shouldered me.
Excuse me, peasants.
Yeah. Ryan tried to be nice and introduce me to the camera guy. Camera guy looked right through me and just started setting up the shot for what they had to do.
You gotta go home, but you gotta get up out of here.
Yeah. They're like, Neal, it's 1 o'clock and 30 seconds.
I'll never forget the day that we were humiliated when we were out doing the show, and Neal and I had just gotten done, and they reconfigured the entire set.
Yeah.
They brought out cushion chairs. They brought out cushion headphones.
We've talked about it before. They know.
I mean, it was unbelievable.
They reconfigured everything from the angle of the sun to where Mats would sit. Remember that one?
I thought they had. Remember, I said, "Is that a refrigerator they brought out for them? What the hell is going on?"
Got to keep the lemon water cold.
You do, and seed free, as we saw, seed free. Let's do this real quick. You guys saw Spenmo and I get into it yesterday, and we're very passionate, but we're professionals. You know, we're still friends. I got a text from somebody. They're like, I don't like seeing you and Spenny like that.
Yeah.
It's going to happen, dude.
It happens. Sports talk.
We see each other every day.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. Lindsey, the 04 Pistons, were you guys cool with each other every single minute of every single day?
Hell no. We fought every day. But we loved each other.
Absolutely.
It's sports talk. Sports talk gets heated.
It does. It does get. Brandon Hassel says that was passion. It was. I'm passionate about my beliefs. He's passionate about his beliefs.
Yeah. It wasn't anger.
No. It was just a passion and belief.
Right.
Larry Foote maybe took it to a level even I couldn't take it to. Right?
Yeah.
Maybe. Larry Foote, Michigan great.
Yes.
Bring him home. Can he still
home.
play? No, because he's coaching for the Bucks.
Yeah, he's coaching for the Bucks.
Maybe after the game they'll sign him. Bring him home. Larry Foote had some thoughts out there about Jared Goff. Now, I'm reading this correct. Goff comparisons to Brady and Manning. Am I hearing this correct?
In a certain aspect, yes.
All right, let's let Larry Foote explain for himself.
Well, I remember he was drafted because I was in Arizona. Probably his only bad year, in my opinion, probably his rookie year. As soon as McVay, his second year, he just took off. And he's a good, savvy quarterback. What's unique about him, I put him in that group with Brady and Manning as far as the play action. They sell it. They do a good job selling it. And, as a linebacker, that can be tricky because it looks the same.
Just like Brady and Manning,
Just
right?
like Brady and Manning. Same echelon.
Same echelon. No, it is, though. And, look, that's part of it. The play-action pass, Lindsey.
Right.
There are guys that are just good at it. As much as I hate Aaron Rodgers.
Oh.
He's elite at the play-action pass. Now, he's a little extra with it. He tries to get all cute with it and kind of hide it behind his hip and all that kind of stuff. He's extra, but he's always extra. But, no, I mean, the play-action pass. Jared Goff is incredible at it. And when you parlay that with a great, accurate deep ball, I know that's not the narrative, but the stats say it is. When you parlay that, he can do some work with it, right?
Absolutely. I mean, I hate to keep going back to my point of reference, but the great Brock Purdy seems to be pretty good at that play action also.
Jesus Christ, man.
I'm just saying. I mean, we've watched him, and when you package that with the deep balls like you just said, it's a pretty thing. It's a beautiful thing to watch.
Man, give us a call, 415 area code.
I'm Will Smith right now.
We're talking Golden State Warriors coming up in the second half of the second hour.
I'm Will Smith right now?
Yeah. Do the Sharks have what they need? 415, actually.
Can the Giants make it back to the MLB playoffs?
Can they survive the loss of Scott Harris? 415-222. No, but again, though, it's just Soft Jones. Goff deserves a little rub and tug. He's been ished on for the last 5 years. I agree with part of that statement. I don't agree with the other part of that statement, but I'll leave it up to you. Hey, let me put you on the spot one more time, JB Smoove.
What's up?
Which Goff camp are you in?
Definitely not the rub and tug
all right,
part.
Okay, all right.
Let's get out of that.
That was not one of the camps I was referring to, but go on.
But yeah, I mean, he is a very capable quarterback. I'm not going to put him in the lines of what Larry Foote was talking about of Tom Brady and Brock Purdy-esque.
But you heard the reference, though. It wasn't the fact that he's in their class or anything. He was saying as far as play action is concerned.
Yeah.
So that's an accurate assessment.
That's fair. As Neal said, he does try to get a little cute with the ball sometimes and hide it. But yeah, I mean, it's
part
fair.
of it, man.
It's a fair statement.
Yeah, definitely.
Shawnee Mack, I will say Goff, and I think I remember Shawnee Mack being in that Goff hate camp, Goff slander, the slander party, the Goff slander party, ads paid for by the Jared Goff slander party.
Welcome, brother.
Shawnee Mack, I will say Goff has made some throws in very tight windows.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, he's been great this year for sure.
I'm not trying to bait you, Spenny.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not.
he's been great this year for sure.
And after Jared Goff puts up another banger this Sunday, go right to Woodward Sports and talk about it on the Lions postgame show hosted by Tom Masway. He'll pop the collar. Stick in the house as well. He'll have a meticulous beard. You guys know what it is. It's a Woodward Sports Lions postgame show directly after all Lions games. Head to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel. Jump into there and get your thoughts out there. React in real time to another Jared Goff banger.
Mass.
It's
true.
Mass. All right, guys, you know what? We're live from the Planet Fitness studios. You guys know my affinity for Planet Fitness. I've been a member for 3 years. I'll never work out at another gym because I don't need to. A, they're 3 times the cost of Planet Fitness. B, there's some clown on a rock wall thinking he's getting it in.
Do they have one there?
Where, at Planet Fitness?
Yeah, Rockwall.
No, because we're in there getting work done. We're not in there dicking around, putting a harness around us, claiming that climbing a rock wall is doing anything. We're not doing that. The guys like me and Spenmo are in there.
Yep.
We're down in the dirt getting it done.
Hell yeah.
But there is no dirt because the facilities are meticulously clean. Beautiful locker rooms, beautiful shower facilities. You get in, you get your work done, you take a shower, you go on about your way. Planet Fitness, best gym in the gym game ever. Hard stop. I'm telling you guys this. I know from experience. PlanetFitness.com, or you can pull in the parking lot. There's over 50 of them in Metro Detroit alone, so I know you're passing a couple on the way home. It's the best for convenience. It's the best for getting your work in. They're the best gym in the gym game. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Burgers and chicken sandwiches are taking over at Big Boy. Try our new pretzel bacon cheeseburger. Turn up the heat with Bob's Hot Chicken Sandwich. Upgrade those regular fries with our chili cheese fries or loaded baked potato fries. Hit your sweet tooth with funnel cake fries or Reese's chocolate peanut butter thunder cake. Load up on all your favorites today at Big Boy.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Let's talk about Outdoor Equipment Co., official equipment provider of Woodward Sports, Michigan grown and family owned, bad boy mowers, tractors, steel handhelds, and even weed whippers, Liberty trailers, Generac generators, Snow X plows, and salters. Outdoor Equipment Co. has it all. Buy it, rent it, 0% financing, and delivery to your doorstep. OutdoorEquipmentCo.com. Outdoor Equipment Company, your power equipment playground.
Keeping it pushing, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal Rhul and Lindsey Hunter and Spencer Raxter. Even JB Smooth slumming it. He doesn't care if there's seeds in the lemon water today. At least from 11 to 1.
Welcome to the game.
Funky ghetto. We are going to talk some college football. I promised you that we would discuss some NBA Detroit basketball as well. We will get to that a little bit later on in the show, but we are keeping it pushing. You want to go to the Spenny Sportsbook?
Yeah,
you want to take a spin to the Spenny Sportsbook? I know I'm kind of hitting you out of left field with stuff today.
Yeah, we can do that for sure.
All right, let's go, man. Let's get this at. Oh, well, hold on, real quick. 313 Kurt says Goff has missed 3 deep balls to J-Mo last week, but Goff is good though, huh? Goff is God though, huh? Look, 313 Kurt, you can talk all the ish you want, but be accurate. Show me one, quote, deep ball he missed to J-Mo. And you don't get to pick and choose and say he was open down the field because you don't know what the play was and you don't know what the progressions were. So you don't get to say that. None of us get to say that.
It's fair.
Be accurate.
I didn't see him target J-Mo down the field once.
Nor did I. And I know that's where he's going to go. Oh, he was running open down the field. when you go through your progressions, if the spot is open, guess what you're doing?
Delivering the
3-1-3
ball.
Kurt. You're not going to say, oh, he's open. Let me get back to that. No. Oh, shit, J-Mo's open deep down there. No. Come on, man. Talk shit if you want to talk shit. I'm cool with it. You want to be critical? Be critical. Be accurate. All right? Be accurate. Spenny Sportsbook.
Spenny
Shut up and
Sportsbook.
take my money.
All right, first question of the Spenny Sportsbook. I'm changing it up from what I wrote down.
Okay.
Over under 2.5 passing touchdowns.
Come on.
For Jared Goff.
Hey. Spenmo's pulling this on us, Lindsey. Here on the sheet, over under 1.5 passing touchdowns for Jared Goff.
The lines have changed.
Because the world stepped in and bet the over and pushed it to 2.5,
Yes,
right?
Yes, it is fluid.
Yesterday's
Over,
price or not today's price?
Over under 2.5 passing touchdowns for Jared Goff.
I'll say under because he'll have a rushing touchdown.
Jared Goff?
Yes.
Ooh.
Again. He's been working that into the repertoire a little bit. Low key.
I like seeing that a lot.
Low key.
I like seeing that a lot. I said it on Heavyweights yesterday. I don't need you to be Lamar Jackson. I don't need you to be Cam Newton. But if there is open space in front of you, take the 5-6 yards and get down.
Yep.
And he's been doing that.
And he's been doing it. He has.
It.
He's winning you over a little
Yeah.
bit.
I mean, I like seeing that a lot.
Yeah. So
You've
I
been
would say
converted?
I'll say under 2.5 passing touchdowns, but Jared Goff will be responsible for 3 touchdowns. How about that, Lindsey? Where you at?
I'm over. He's gonna throw 2 touchdowns.
Well, he moved the line on us and moved it to 2.5.
Under. He's gonna throw 2.
Okay.
All right, so you're with me. He'll get 2, but he'll be
Yeah,
responsible for 3. Are you willing to say a rushing touchdown?
No, I'm not willing to say that. I don't think he can.
What if it were Brock Purdy?
Of course, Brock's is much better. He's a much better athlete than Jared
Shut
Goff.
up, Lindsey Hunter. All right, moving on.
Those are facts.
Those
are facts.
Moving on.
That is facts. I'm with Lindsey on that. Next up, next question on the Spenny Sportsbook. Over under 85.5 rushing yards for David Montgomery. It's a good run defense.
It is a good run.
Yeah.
And that's, what I'm saying? Like, yes, over. Because they're going to get 140. Because they always get 140. Neal, pull your head out of your ass, man. Like, they're going to get 140. So who's going to get the 140? If Goff has 4 of them, you still need 136. If Gibbs has 40 of it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Yes, he will. He'll be over again because he's just built different, bro.
I'm going under. He'll get right at 80.
What if it were Brock Purdy? Would he get 85.5 rushing
No, but if
yards?
it was CMC, he would.
Yeah, he damn sure would.
I know, magical how he's all of a sudden healthy all the time now.
Scores a
Who,
touchdown.
CMC?
Yeah.
Because he has blocking now. That matters.
That is fair. And he scores a touchdown literally every game.
Literally every game he's ever played for the
Every game
49ers.
You see that offensive line?
I did.
Trent Williams is the best offensive lineman in football.
Probably the best player in football.
He's up there.
Easy guy.
He's up
Trent
there.
Williams?
Easy guy. The best player in football?
Yes!
Easy.
Per capita, he's up there.
Sheesh.
Wyatt Barrett, Jared Goff, anytime rushing touchdown, 7-1.
Yeah, you can just send me your money instead. All right, next up, next question of the Spenny Sportsbook. Over under 6.5 catches for Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I hate to be like sportsbook guy, with the chino shorts and the button-down shirt that just has a fistful of over tickets on everything. But yeah, especially too, like the Laporta angle.
Yeah.
And that's where St. Brown lives. Like, it looks big on paper, you see it, you're like over 6.5. That's 7 catches, man. Like, you're asking something. But what's St. Brown's stat line every single game? 7 for 111 and a tutty.
Yeah.
Every time it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you set it at 7.5, I would double clutch. But he'll get 7 with a hundo.
Especially with no Laporta.
Yeah.
If Laporta doesn't play.
Lindsey.
Ooh, AJ Evanowski says Laporta's back in practice. Chill Damon, Laporta's practicing right now.
Uh-oh.
Love to hear that.
You love to see it.
Yeah.
You love to see it. Lindsey, what do you got, man? On Amon-Ra St. I know you're over. You like Amon.
Of course, I like him.
You vibe with him.
Definitely.
Real quick, MSU Detroit fan. So, Neal, do you have any knowledge on who will replace Trevor James as Detroit City FC coach next year? He's still in the process of figuring that out. He's with the organization, obviously, running the organization. So, tomorrow, 4 o'clock, Detroit City FC. Got to have it. Final week of the season. 1 point out of the playoffs. All right, next down.
All right, next of the Spenny Sportsbook. Over under 1.5 sacks for Aiden Hutchinson. Baker likes those short throws.
He does. And that I was just going to go there with it. Under. I'm going to go with under. I do think that they will pick him off twice, though.
Think so?
Mayfield, yeah. I do. I think
he hasn't been throwing a lot of picks, though.
I know.
He hasn't been throwing the ball too much. But
yeah. He's
the
due.
The Lions stop the run. He's going to have to.
He's due. Jeff Berg, under. Hutch gets 1. That's where I am. I say 1.
Yeah, I'll give him 1.
You'll give him 1?
They're going to double team the crap out of him, too.
Yes. Reynolds has a huge game this week in the WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Let's go, Red Wing Sparty. The short throw game scares me. That was Seattle's recipe against us, and they moved it pretty well on us. Remember, though, and I keep going back to this, no one talks about it, the reason it worked, because we blitzed to try to stop that. Mm-hmm. And Seattle picked up every single blitz in that game. Every single one. So, that comes down to, can you get pressure with 4, I guess. All right, next one.
All right, last question of the Spenny Sportsbook. Over under 45.5 receiving yards for Jameson Williams.
If he's going to get all those targets, he's got to get all those yards. You know what? Yes. And I'll do you one better. 45.5. There will be a 20-plus yard play in there.
Okay.
20-plus.
Let's go.
I like that.
If people want to give me, I'd be curious to see odds. Will J-Mo have a 50-plus yard reception? I would take a spin on it this week. I would, depending on the number. Now, if it's some stupid plus 160, no. But you give me any kind of return on that, and I would do it. I think he's going to bust off a play. I do. Because he's a home run hitter.
That could be one catch.
Yeah. And like we said, man, the ball he dropped in the preseason and the ball he dropped last week,
that's a 20-yard game.
Those were going to the house, probably.
Wow.
Maybe.
Last week he would have got lit up by that.
Unless he got around him. What do you got, Lindsey?
I'm over.
You're
I'm
not
over.
yet.
I'm a J-Mo guy, man.
I know you are.
I'm going over.
I know you are.
I'm a Will Smith for J-Mo.
Yes.
Getting jiggy with it.
LFG, over 45.5 receiving yards for J-Mo. So people are in there as well. And I know we get lathered up and we get fired up about it. But I do. But, hey, Laporta being a participant. The catch thing, the catch number, that could be impacted. But, guys, I'm telling you, it's a very granular thing. I don't have the sports book open in front of me. I would like to see, over-under on Jameson Williams' longest catch. Because I think there's going to be a chunk play. I'm prepared to call for that.
How do you feel about this Brandon Katz take? Jameson Williams doesn't contribute on special teams. He's going to be a healthy scratch some weeks.
What? Put him on probation.
Doesn't contribute on special teams.
Put him back
How
in the
many
dungeon.
number 12 overall picks are out there? Skill guys are out there contributing on special teams, unquote. How many? Give me the number.
Not a lot.
Not the only team that does that used to do that.
New England
was New England.
Yeah.
They did, didn't they?
Yes. You could be the first pick. They will have your ass out there on special teams.
Yes, they did. But yeah, I think it is. I think he's going to have a chunk play. I think it's going to be big, and I do. I think there's going to be a big play that Jameson Williams makes in this football game because their hand is kind of forced. Just like if you want the very best for your pet, your hand is forced on where you have to go.
Yeah, and you're obviously going to Premier Pet Supply because that's the only place you can go. Premier Pet Supply is the spot. When it comes to your pet, don't settle. Give your pet the best. Premier Pet Supply is hands down Michigan's best pet store. Family owned and operated for over 30 years. 13 Metro Detroit locations. Over 60 brands of food. Lowest prices and curbside home delivery. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best. www.premierpetsupply.com.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
At work, and at home. We're there with smarter security solutions, featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions Show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Just in time for football, Glorious Cannabis is dropping a new ice water bubble hash infused pre-roll called Honolulu Blue. It smells so good. It's a gassy, aggressive strain that smells like the first whiff of a playoff win in 31 years. If you haven't had one of these ice water pre-rolls, you are missing out. So smooth. Find them at Dispo Dispensary for 25% off. Check us out online at www.gloriouscanna.com.
Keeping it pushing, Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network, Neal, Rhul, Lindsey, Hunter, JB Smoove. We have Spencer Raxter in the building also. And speaking of JB Smoove, I can tell that 2 o'clock is getting close here for the E&E show with Matt.
What's going on?
Well, the company Slack is fired just ping, ping, ping. And all it is sound from Lions head coach Dan Campbell. Not sound we can play on this show. No. We can't do that. Get it loaded in the system for the 2 to 4 show. That's what they're saying. And JB Smoove's over there. He's being quiet. He's being quiet. But when we leave, he'll be talking again. I mean, just...
I'll be talking again.
Sven, the phone's lighting up like a Christmas tree on Christmas Eve with JB Smoove and Dan Campbell cut. They're already cut. They're edited. They are ready to go.
Got this Woodward Sports stamp on them.
All of it, man. Look at it.
Oh, yeah.
They are ready to go. So, that's what they want to make sure that they're good for 2 to 4. He needs time to make sure there's no seeds in the lemon water.
That's true.
Got to be extra prepared today.
Yes. Peaceful Tim. Be who you can afford to be, Neal. Oh. Hey, I know. Real cream of wheat. Big diva energy. No, man, we press on. Yeah. I still bring you a good show. Our numbers are still just as competitive as anybody else's.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying. Also, too, let's go Red Wings Sparty. JB, how many times do we have to tell you, put your phone on silent when you're working with those peasants?
That's a good one.
You done messed up, JB Smoove.
I have.
You may as well have put seeds in the lemon water. So... Hey, they'll have Dan Campbell reaction. You guys can react to the Dan Campbell presser, the clips from it. Not here, 2 to 4.
I can grab one of these.
You can. Peaceful Tim, the bottom line is big time. I do love Big DE, though. Just saying. So there's that. Mike Evans also a full participant in practice for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that is out there as well. Let's take a spin around college football.
Ooh.
I love talking college football.
Some big games this week.
I know you guys would all rather watch Russell Wilson and his action figure hair over a instant classic game of the year, West Virginia, Houston. I know that's how you guys are wired. I'm not wired that way.
I was watching both.
Were you really watching the college game?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I was at my boy's bar. I had Russell here, college game there.
Okay. I like it.
The best of both worlds.
When am I getting that invite, man, to come kick it with you?
Whenever, bro. You got an open invite. All y'all got open invites. Come kick it with your boy.
All right, let's do it. We'll have to get that one.
Yeah.
We'll have to get one set up. But college football, just taking a spin. The game you're looking forward to, the big games out there. And I know you can't start a college football Saturday without talking about the biggest game of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Where the pregame shows roll out, where the big noon kickoff.
Do it.
I mean, America's game.
What game
the
is that?
noon window.
Michigan and
Indiana.
Michigan Wolverines hosting the Indiana Hoosiers. Ha ha! Big game Saturday. Nothing get you more hype for college football. College football is Michigan against Indiana. For the second or third time this year, the Michigan Wolverines host the Indiana Hoosiers. Michigan favored by 33. It's decision time, Lindsey. We are going to see where the Wolverines stack up. We are going to see how much intestinal fortitude they have as they face a huge conference challenge in Indiana. Your thoughts, Lindsey?
I have no thoughts.
What?
I'm not watching that. You're watching that? Is anybody watching that?
I'm going to be forced to watch it.
I didn't get enough of Michigan v. Indiana when they played in September. I didn't get enough of Michigan v. Indiana when they played last week. I want to see the trilogy. This one will settle the score, Spenny.
That's for sure. But Oregon, Washington.
I know, but you can get warm. You can get all warmed up for it. No, but seriously, though, Lindsey, this college football slate, if you look at it from a national perspective, it does shake out pretty well. The 3:30 game, Oregon, Washington. We're going to get some questions answered about both those teams.
That's going to be a fun game to watch.
What if I were to tell you the winner of that game has the inside track at the Heisman? Bo Nix. Can you believe as we sit, what is it, October
13th.
Friday the 13th. We're in the middle of October. In just a couple of weeks, we'll be flipping it to November. What if I told you that Bo Nix would have an opportunity to maybe grab the inside edge on the Heisman? We'd laugh at that.
Come on, man. Bo Nix. How old is Bo Nix?
28.
Yeah. Him and Hendon Hooker will have 4 master's degrees by the time that they're done.
It's like Connor Shaw. Connor Shaw played in South Carolina for like 10 years.
You should be disqualified after 26.
You used to be.
You shouldn't be able to qualify for no type of Heisman or anything after 26.
Because you're a grown man.
Yes, you're a grown man. You're 26. Come on, man.
Kevin Bell, it's not time for Michigan fans to get fully engaged yet.
I'm salty. Says I thought JJ was the Heisman winner.
Oh, that's right. He's going to be in. I was told it's a guarantee he's going to be in New York.
No, he's going to be visiting, like
Central Park.
Yeah, he's not there for the Heisman.
He's Awards at the Statue of Liberty
on the boat. Yeah. The picture of him on the boat. The Empire State Building over the top of New York City.
That fizzled out pretty fast, didn't it?
Ryan doubled down, tripled down.
What?
Yeah, he said it again. He's going to be the number 1 pick in the draft.
Dude.
Okay.
We were talking about it. We were at Ale and Eddie's last night. Shout out to Ale and Eddie's. And me and all the boys, Easy and Lucas were there, and they're like, my boy Mustache was like, Caleb Williams would have to get hit by a car. I was like, if Caleb Williams got hit by a car, he'd probably still be the first round, like the number 1 pick. I'd still take his ass.
Yes. But no, I mean, Zach says Bo will be the first person to win the Heisman and get an AARP membership for free along with it. They can do that. Damn. They can gift it to him. Catspot, Penix should be the Heisman. Washington was nothing before he went there. And I will give him that. Mm-hmm. I will give him that. Michael Penix, though, for as great as it's been, and look, Washington played some games. They played some teams with a pulse. You know what I'm saying? They weren't a 35-point favorite in every game. Penix has been spinning it. But with that being said, Lindsey, if Washington wins this game and beats Oregon, I'm not fully sold on Washington or Oregon yet.
No.
And I'm not sold on USC. So for all this talk about the Pac-12 and how great it is and how great the quarterback play is, which it is, it's very, very good. For all the talk about that, even the team that wins this game, I still have questions because they're playing each other. So somebody's going to win.
Somebody has to win. I always want to see teams that supposedly are like top tier teams. I always want to see them play an SEC team. That to me, that always gives you a gauge of how good they really are. Because what happened last year when Oregon played Georgia? What happened?
We know. They got put in a body bag and sent back home.
That was embarrassing.
49-3.
Right. So
with Bo Nix at quarterback, right?
That's my point. When you play an SEC team, you're going to get tested. And even on a down year, I think this year's a down year for the SEC.
Yeah. That's fair.
You're going to get tested. You go down there and play Alabama. You go play Auburn. You go play Georgia. You go play those guys. You're going to get tested. You're going to find out what your team is really about.
Riley Lamb, you're so jealous of Michigan. Riley, I'm not jealous of Michigan.
Here we
Every
go.
college football coach in America should be jealous of Michigan because they can make their schedule like that and get away with it. And Riley, guess what? I haven't seen you here before, but I'll let you know. I'm not mad at him for it. Why would you not do that? Spenny, would you rather Michigan State schedule be like Michigan's or be like the toughest schedule in America?
Like Michigan's for sure.
How do you not?
Right. Riley, it's brilliance.
You don't get penalized for it.
And you're never going to pay a price for it. You never are. You have a 9-week exhibition season.
Right.
You don't play a ranked team. You don't play a ranked team until November 11th. You play one road game of substance. One.
Right.
It's brilliant. And it's going to work. Because, Riley, you're in the playoff. Because you're going to beat Penn State. You're already a favorite in the game. James Franklin's their coach. Penn State never wins a big game.
Right.
Never have they won a big game. So again, I know it's an old talking point to the established audience, but Riley, it's beautiful. It's smart. Jim Harbaugh is not a dummy. He's weird, but he's not a dummy. For real, he's not.
Yeah.
Notre Dame, USC. I'm a sucker for that game.
Yeah.
I love that game.
That's always good.
It's always a good game.
Yeah.
I think here's the deal with this game. You know I'm skeptical of Pac-12. I know everybody's kind of carrying their bags for them right now.
Right.
But I think Notre Dame's going to win that game. I do, Lindsey. I think they're going to win that game. And by the way, you want to talk about schedules? Look at Notre Dame's schedule.
Yeah. They literally get to pick everybody. They don't have a conference. They don't got to play conference games.
Yeah.
They can just pick people. I'm going to play South Dakota State.
Chicago Dental School.
Yeah, literally.
You see what I'm saying, though? And everyone's like, oh, Notre Dame's schedule is not hard. You go to Duke, and you go to Louisville, and you play USC, and tell me you're not going to take a slug along the way.
Yeah.
You are, man.
Oh, for sure.
That's funny. I'll tell you this. It's dumb they play that schedule.
Yes.
What are they going to get out of it?
It's the rivalries. We got to play USC.
F the rivalries, man.
Yeah.
You got to get in the playoff.
Yeah.
You got to get in the playoff, man. I do. I like USC Notre Dame, though, Lindsey. I'll tap into that. Will you tap into it?
Of course. Anytime I can watch Caleb Williams play, I want to watch him.
Danny Raxter, me too, Neal. U.S. defense is weak. And, guys, I'm not like some of the people at this network, and I patted myself on the back for avoiding Russell Wilson last night. That's worthy of a pat on the back. Anybody that did that, you deserve to pat your own back. But, Spenmo, I started this with San Jose State week 0. Mm-hmm. And I said San Jose State can move the football on these guys. They can. They had 200 yards rushing.
Yeah.
They got cooked in the game because the Ferrari, it took a minute for the Ferrari's engine to start, but once it did, it was moving. Right. So with that being said, I am with you, Danny Raxter. They cannot. That is not a national championship defense. Let alone, look, Notre Dame can be a physical team. They got out physicaled a little bit by Duke and by Louisville, and they got away with it a couple times. But they're not. USC's not going to skate with that. They're not.
No, like I said, watching that game, you're watching Caleb Williams. Everybody wants to see him play. Everybody thinks I think he's the best quarterback in the country. Everybody seems to agree, right? But their defense, we talked about this earlier. Their defense can't stop a nosebleed. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be tough for them.
What about you, Spenmo? Anything jump out to you?
I really want to watch that Oregon-Washington game. That's the one that's going to be take the over, whatever it is. I don't care if it's fucking 60 points. Take the over. They're going to be running it up. That's going to be a fun game to watch. A lot of high-level offense.
You know why the over's a play, too? There will be no running of the football in that game.
Oh, no.
Those guys will be spinning it.
Over under 67 right now.
I'm taking the over.
Take the over.
Unlike some other boring games to watch ground and pound.
Don't do it.
67. That is a lot.
It's going to be 70 a half. Who knows?
Yeah, absolutely. You know what's funny, though, how the narrative will be, like around Twitter, people be talking about, the Pac-12, man, elite quarterback play. When they've been doing this all the time, and when it doesn't fit your narrative, you're like, the Pac-12 sucks.
Yeah.
They don't play any defense
No
in the
defense.
Pac-12. Yeah. But we'll see that. I'll be tapping into Miami, North Carolina. I want to see if Miami can respond. I'll be tapping into UCLA, Oregon State. I will.
Brandon Katz said Caleb Williams is overrated. He's not on Penix's level. Are you?
Well, the good thing about that is we're going to find out. That is the good thing. That is the good thing about that. But it's decision day for the Big Ten. Because not only do you have Indiana visiting Ann Arbor for the third time this season to settle the trilogy. They played Indiana 3 times, I thought. No? I believe they have. But you go across, Penn State steps out of conference too. And they square up with UMass.
Oh. What?
Yes.
It's like 7 weeks in. Why are they playing UMass? What is that?
The best college football conference in America doesn't have to explain themselves to you, Spencer Raxter.
That's true. That's true.
There is one other thing I did want to touch on. As far as the Big Ten goes, we talk about big football games. I will also be locked in on Fox at 4 o'clock. Iowa at Wisconsin. The over-under's 35.
Under.
That's going to be a similar, like, Army-type game.
Take the under on that. That's fucking terrible. Did you see the breaking news, though, Neal?
What?
Michigan State hired a new head football coach.
What?
Yeah.
Did they?
Michigan State has hired a new head football coach. And he's supposed to be on the sidelines.
This week?
This week.
Oh, there he is.
Tony! He's going to run the program like he runs the big. What are you talking about?
The gabagool.
Oh, the gabagool.
Even he couldn't help you guys.
No.
Even he couldn't help you guys. All right, hey.
Got him!
Start your NFL Sunday with our own Detroit Lions insiders, Woodward and Maine. You guys know what it is. Hosted by Gabby D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and the legend himself, Terry Foster as well. Sundays, 8 a.m. T-Foss actually in the house right now. I see him around right now. Tuesdays, 7 to 8 a.m. Sundays, 8 to 9 a.m. as well. We are your home for your NFL Lions Sunday, the Woodward Sports Lions Insider Show.
He wasn't even a varsity athlete.
Hey!
He never had what it takes.
Hey, he's a pride of the Big Ten. Didn't he go to Rutgers?
He did.
Right? He did, right?
He
didn't just live in New Jersey on the show.
No,
he went to
did.
Rutgers.
Yeah, he went to Rutgers.
Oh, have you ever wanted to go to a bar where you're a regular? We have just a place for you. Head to any one of Hamlin Pub's 7 locations and experience a place where everyone's a regular. Half off pizza on a Thursday. Game day specials available during all Michigan sports and NFL games. Hamlin Pub is a place. Visit the location today and experience your new favorite pub for all things sports. It's Hamlin Pub.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
Looking for a convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness.
You know it.
Now through October 13th, join for just $1 down, $10 a month. We've got over 2,400 locations with most open 24 hours. Join now to enjoy free fitness training and equipment for every workout. You belong in the judgment-free zone. Join Planet Fitness today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, October 13th.
Over 50 Metro Detroit locations.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder.
Neal Rhul here for Academy of Woodward, with kindergarten through 8th grade that features AM, PM latchkey, small classroom sizes, a learning street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Hope Mifflin curriculum, academic games, and kindergarten through 8th grade athletics, and a brand new state-of-the-art sports dome field house with a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, and soccer field that can be used for 7-on-7 football as well. Still time to enroll. Go to academyofwarren.net and take a look around.
I do want to do a quick shout out. She texted me, "Happy birthday, Sandy." Sandy's birthday.
Oh, yes. I forgot. Friday the 13th. Shout out Sandy.
Happy birthday, Sandy.
One of the OGs
Sandy.
of Big D Energy. Appreciate it. It's funny. I talked about how Terry Foster was milling about here in the Woodward Sports compound. And I should have put 2 and 2 together.
You knew something was behind it.
I should have. We saw JB Smooth lighten up the slack with pre-cut Dan Campbell sound. They're going to execute it. They want to load it into the system. And Terry Foster comes in here and says, "Hey, it's Final Word Friday. I'm here hosting the Final Word." And then he came and sat down in the studio to put the pressure on us. We got to get our asses out of here.
Auxiliary Jim.
I'm stunned that we're still on the air. I'm surprised we haven't been just like broomed off to Studio B, as Terry Foster said we should go to.
Well, that'll do it for us today.
Just the bars right across the screen. No outro, nothing. Get your shit and get out of here.
You gotta go home, but you gotta get up out of here.
Got to. Reaction to the college football talk. Real cream of wheat. Air Force versus Wyoming will be a good game. I think Air Force is going to put it on them. It's a 10.5-point spread on surface that seems a little too high. I think Air Force will put it on them in that game. I love Mountain West, man.
Mountain West.
Who's Army playing?
Are they off this week?
Yeah, they need to be up, probably, battered and bruised as many runs as they had last week.
And fighting for America's freedom.
Yeah, hey. And if not now, in today's current climate, Mr. Lindsey Hunter, if not now, when?
I'm strictly talking about football.
Ask the Germans about the triple option. They remember the triple option. Ask the Japanese about the triple option.
Ask them.
Oh, man. They know
Army's playing this weekend. They're playing Troy.
Oh, that's right. Oh, big game, too, to get bowl eligible. That's right.
Brad Pitt's going to be there.
Yes. They are home against Troy. They are an underdog at home. Next week, they're at LSU.
14-7.
Army's got to get it done.
Ask the Nazis about the triple option. I'm sure they remember.
Yes.
Red, white, and blue.
DNC ENT Pistons time. Yes, I want to get into it, Lindsey, because A, you're here. B, you were part of the studio show last night as well. Look at JB Smooth. He's getting warmed up for the final word because Terry Foster's here doing the final word. All the drops have to be on point or else. I do want, because we touched on it yesterday.
Right.
The Jaden Ivey starting the season off the bench. And I sent this to Spenmo yesterday this morning, as a matter of fact, because I just wanted him to see it. James Edwards, who covers the Pistons for The Athletic, my guy. The Pistons model, oh, good job, Spenny.
Got you.
You'll do fine on the final word if you ever get that call. The Pistons model this season, there are 3 Ds, defense, discipline, and development. Killian has checked every box so far this preseason, which is why I think it would be a bad message not to give him rotation minutes to start the season. And Lindsey, my take yesterday was Killian Hayes is going to play a lot more than all of you think that he's going to play. And it's pretty clear when Monty Williams came out and said, we will defend. Like, we will defend.
I told you guys that. I told you he's going to bring a defensive-minded approach.
And you can say what you want about Killian Hayes.
Right.
But he can defend.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's going to have to defend if they want to play. And, of course, I'm a big fan of Sasser because I think he can do it all. He can defend, he can score.
He looked good last night.
He looked really good last night. And Monty had some great things to say about his decision-making. So they got a conundrum at the guard position because there is a log jam. There's a lot of guards. They're going to be fighting for playing time. So it's a good problem to have because I think he has some good guards. They're going to push each other, and they're going to fight for playing time. And on a young team, I think that's good. But I'm going to wait and see. It's a wait and see for me. I like the way Killian's been playing in preseason, and he always defends. He takes challenges. But you do have some young guys that can play, and they brought up some more pieces, so it's going to be interesting to see.
Chuck Brewer says Asor looks like he's going to be a great pick. Mm-hmm. And look here, Lindsey, it runs counter on paper, right, to what you do in the NBA draft in terms of scoring the basketball, because it's not his bag. It's not what he does.
No.
But as I said, when we did the NBA draft preview shows, and I'm consistent with this across the board. You give me somebody with an elite trait. Elite.
Right.
Jamison Williams, elite speed. Right. Elite. Can't be taught. Asor Thompson, it wasn't a draft pick for the sexiness of it.
No.
It wasn't. It was function over form with Asor Thompson. He's going to fit very, very nicely. Look, the Pistons, we've talked about it. Wing scoring.
Right.
You at some point in this game, you have to have scoring from the wing. I understand that.
Right.
But with that being said, he fills a bad need for this team, and that is a Monty Williams guy right there.
Right. And I think Monty mentioned his development similar to Cam Johnson's, the kid he had at Phoenix.
Phoenix, right.
So he's kind of correlating those two. He wants him to kind of develop the way he did, which is a great comp. I think he's more athletic than Cam by far. But he's going to fit perfect. He's a great wing. He's going to be a great wing defender. He can slash, as we've seen, his athleticism off the charts. He fits right in, to this new age NBA of, kind of positionless players. He can do a lot of things.
And to further that too, Lindsey, like you talk about positionless basketball, and yeah, you throw your guys out there, and then the good coaches, what do? They hunt for a matchup.
Always.
You're always hunted in this game.
Yes.
Who's the sucker out there on the floor?
And if you can't defend, you will be hunted.
Yeah, absolutely. Shad216 says offensive players are a dime a dozen in the NBA. Hayes defense, players like him are a loss factor in winning basketball in today's game. And I thought that too, Lindsey, with Cade. Or excuse me, not with Cade, with Killian Hayes, where if you put Killian on a contending roster at the end of his rookie deal, you put him on a roster with a team with a contender, you could see him on the floor in some big spots in some big games, which would make our head explode to think about right now.
Well, yeah, I think he's played enough in the NBA, proven that he's an NBA player. He's a rotation guy. Decision making was a problem, I think, early on for him. I think he was caught up in not knowing what he really was. But I think in today's game, you don't have to be a certain type of, you don't have to have a certain identity. I think you can coexist with guys that know how to play basketball. And I think that's what's going to happen for him now. We have more guys that know how to play basketball that can create for him. And he's been doing a better job of creating for others also. So I'm not worried about him. I'm curious to see how they're going to mix all this.
Last question for you about this, Lindsey, because I want to know. Because people are on their WoodwardSports.com chat thread. Rashad Walker says Sasser has dog in him. I'm not a Killian fan. Has Killian embraced that in your estimation? For him to be everything he can be in this league, he has to be a dog defender. Mm-hmm. Has to.
Yes.
I'm not talking about embrace it, love it. You see that?
Well, I think we've seen bits of it in preseason, but I'm very curious to see how it's going to play out during the regular season, because for him to get real minutes,
he's got to be a dog.
He's going to have to be a dog. He's going to have to be. And I think, of course, I've told you about Sasser. I was Will Smithing on him all from the beginning when we first got him. So, I'm curious to see how this is going to work. Somebody's going to get left out of the rotation.
Spencer Raxter's Will Smithing on haircuts at Lady Jane's.
I am. It's definitely at Lady Jane's where you got to go, because Lady Jane's, you can come to Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience and enter to win a trip of your dreams and all expenses paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament. That's right, no expenses spared for you and 5 of your best buds. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
By now you know me, Christina Gennari, as the obvious choice in real estate. And you know my website, soldchristina.com, as your #1 resource for buying or selling your home. Myself, along with my amazing staff, pride ourselves on making your home buying and selling experience a relaxing and easy one. Come see why we are the obvious choice. Christina Gennari at soldchristina.com, the obvious choice in real estate.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate, along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
With 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit feldmanauto.com to find the location nearest you. Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, and first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. They're so good, they even gave it to Sam Flannel as well. He's a happy car purchaser from Feldman Chevrolet in Novi, as a matter of fact. And you can catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi every other Monday. It's Feldman Chevrolet and the Feldman Automotive Group.
And Mark White. When buying or selling real estate, flexibility, control over the sales process is key. Sellers, how would you like the freedom of canceling your listing agreement at any time for any reason with no penalty? That is exactly what Mark White & Associates offers. It's called the Minute-by-Minute Listing Agreement by Mark White & Associates. Try Mark White's risk-free minute-to-minute listing agreement today. Looking to buy or sell real estate? Visit markwhitesells.com or call 248-290-8242. That's 248-290-8242. MarkWhiteSells.com, where flexibility meets success.
All right, coming down the stretch here on a Friday. We made it, everybody. And don't forget, the final word, 2 to 4. Celebrity hosting tonight with Terry Foster, the legend.
T-Foss.
T-Foss in the house.
They get Terry Foster. We don't get that. We literally get nobody.
I literally got nobody.
Yeah. It's Neal by himself.
Terry Foster comes in to guest host on Final Word. I do it by myself.
When Lindsey and D-Mac are out, it's just Neal.
It's just Neal.
Yeah, we don't get Terry Foster.
You need the Marla Hooch cam for me. Me waving like this from way far away.
It's all right. We got more championships than them.
That is true.
Definitely.
That is absolutely true. It is. I know, but fired up for the football weekend. No question about it. There's a lot of, I think, discontent in the Lions fandom right now. You know,
so?
I think there's just the injury stuff. WoodwardSports.com chat thread. I'm salty. Jahmyr Gibbs is Laporta, yes. Gibbs, doubtful. I'm salty says Jahmyr Gibbs is DeAndre Swift 2.0.
Stop.
Mike Evans is a full go versus the Lions.
Yep.
Dude, it amazes me how we count rookies out right away. Like, what are you talking about? This guy's a rookie. Give him time. He'll be fine.
Ooh, Leighton Vander Esch and Devon Achane, IR.
People are dropping like flies this year, aren't they, man?
It's pretty bad.
Dude, this happens every year.
I feel like it's extra bad this year.
Yeah, but it feels extra, doesn't it?
No. The only reason it feels that way is because the Lions are contenders this year, so you guys are more sensitive.
We're paying
to people
attention, and we're paying attention.
That's all.
Like, I can't hate on that because usually how it's been for like the last decade plus, I just show up and serve my time from 1 to 4. And 4 o'clock comes, I get parole, and then I go about my day.
Yeah, you guys are more sensitive to the injury reports now that it matters.
I go from my 1 to 4 house arrest, and then I'm free.
You're on furlough.
Yeah, absolutely. JB Smooth, have you learned your lesson?
I believe so.
No more seeds in the lemons.
No more seeds.
And you already got the Dan Campbell sound in the Slack. Not for our show, but for the 2 to 4 show.
It's in there ready to go.
Maz's hemorrhoid pillows better be fluffed.
I got to find the second one again.
Will the pillows be fluffed?
I already did the first one, so I got to get to work on the second one.
You want to get out of here right now, don't you? Because you got all this stuff you got to do, and you're sitting here dicking around with this lame show.
Lemon water, it doesn't get itself. So.
Those lemons don't cut themselves.
We still got 2 minutes, JB Smooth. I just want the pressure cooker to continue to turn. Yeah.
Oh, man.
And lemons aren't going to cut themselves, are they?
They are not.
Are you going to cut your finger because you're trying to cut it so fast? I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to make them too thick.
Oh,
Oh no!
I did that one time when I was closing manager at Coney over there. Dude came in like 5 minutes before close. I was so pissed. He's like, "Let me get a honey." I'm like trying to clean and make the honey, right through my thumb with the knife.
Oh.
I was like, "Fuck!" I was just me and the waitress too. I already sent my cook home, so I was like, "Laura, get back here, make this fucking honey." Oh man, that shit. I used to have like nightmares of me like cutting through my finger. Like I'd wake up and be like,
but then it'd be okay.
Yeah, I'd be like, that shit
JB Smoove feels that way about cutting lemons.
Yeah.
He wakes up in a cold sweat about, I got to cut the lemons. And he wakes up and he's sweating. He's like, oh, I'm at home. Man, I better cut those lemons. WoodwardSports.com chat thread, RJ Graham. I'm not scared. Lions have depth to take on anyone. Go Lions, go Red Wings, go Pistons. I think that's a good place to cut it off. Lindsey, appreciate it, dog.
Peace.
Absolutely. For Lindsey Hunter, for Spencer Raxter, and for JB Smoove of the final. Make sure you do whatever you got to do to watch the final word today. My name's Neal Rhul. Cancel your afternoon plans. The kids, they'll walk home from school. All right. Hey, thanks for tapping in. Big D Energy, Woodward Sports Network. Well, see you later.
Peace.